Good morning, traders. Stephen Davis, RJO Futures, Senior Market Strategist here, downtown Chicago. Happy Friday to everybody. Talk to you about the agricultural markets and commodities also in general. You know, Barclays announcing they're getting out of the commodities markets, and these major banks, they never get out at the top. So what a boom, what an opportunity for you, the individual trader, investor, to come in and look at commodities. The grain markets here that we're talking about. Corn is up 4 this morning, soybeans are up 11, and wheat is up 4 as well. Back to commodities, you know, the coffee market has doubled this year. Nickel prices surging to a 5-year high. Nickel's up, you know, we don't trade a lot of nickel, but it's up because of situations in Russia. They're a big nickel producer, and also Indonesia. They've passed some rules, some laws that the nickel stays there, and it's got to reformulate it into stainless steel, the main product. I think this strength in nickel, though, is telling us more global economic strength, and that's a boom for commodities. So what we try to do is anticipate and look for the distribution of the next market that's going to take off or sell off, vice versa. So it's a lot of fun to talk about it and be involved, and you should also think about it too. So the corn market here, really a weather market. A lot of planning being done here in Illinois and Iowa this week. So last Monday here, we had 6% of the corn planted. Look for Monday night, 20% of the corn being planted. I think the demand for corn is going to continue, although the next 5 weeks, farmers are going to be more focused on field work than selling any of their corn that they have stored. But the major buyers in our corn, Mexico, Japan, South Korea, Colombia. Colombia is stepping up and buying a lot of U.S. corn. Colombia is in South America by Brazil and Argentina, major grain producers, and yet they're buying U.S. corn. So I like this story. The dollar index here is right around 80, consolidating. You know, back in the 1980s, the dollar index was twice that, 160. So we got a nice stable currency to sell our grain to the world markets. Look for this to continue. Soybean market, it's up 11 today. We've had some sell-off this week. The China import situation of soybeans is just a mess, and they've detained 3 Japanese traders this week who are big involved in getting the soybean into China for their crushers there, and so the rumor mill is working overtime on this, and continue to watch that happening. Soybeans, we're going to get record acres in soybeans this year, so I think this demand scenario is just going to continue. Keep an eye on bullish news and how the market responds. So if you get a major export news of soybeans, watch soybeans going up. They're supposed to, and if they don't, that tells you something. The bullish news seems to be getting stale here in the soybean market. Today, the May options expire, and these expirations of options is, if you're going to be short, kind of coincided with these option expirations. It seems to be working, and then that's a time for the soybeans to sell off. The wheat market here in the short term, Russia controlling the short-term price of wheat. So Russia's watching Ukraine, Ukraine's watching Russia, and this will continue this weekend again, a long weekend, and we'll see what the headlines and what happens over there. So that's about it. Have a great day trading, and we'll talk to you next week. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.